about the appliances. This one I will talk about the tablet, about the watching TV, on the surfing the internet, and using the smartphone. And social and family lifestyle. She lives with her family, and she the only child. She takes a shower throughout every morning. And for her duties, for her family, things do not change, they change. And the motivation and aspiration is my mom was meant at me courses, between course to be expensive. Each time there was my mom wants me to take the girl and encourage the nature. The need is I need to the experience how we know what to understand the life.
So now, from those personas, from that persona rather, we have created this prototype. This prototype is a water tank that has only water good enough for 7 days. So if you will not conserve water and you will use it only in 1 day, you have to wait for the next week to get a full tank of water again. So with that being said, you have to conserve water, because if you don't conserve water, you will not have anything to use to wash your clothes, take a bath. So with this prototype, this tank is filled with water by the person in charge. So only that person in charge can fill this water tank. Even Alexis cannot open this water tank. And also, there's a tracking system. For example, Monday is the first day. Meaning, with this percentage symbol, you can see how much water Alexis will use in that specific day. Same as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then they will refill the tank again. You can also see here at the back, there is a scale on how much water is still left in the tank in terms of the volume. And the tank itself is connected with a pump to the faucets, the showers, and everything that uses water. And this is the fingerprint scanner, meaning you cannot use this is Alexis water. Water only intended for Alexis. You cannot use her water without her permission because it is her fingerprint scan in order to activate the machine. So meaning it is impossible for Alexis not to track who is using her water. So this is our prototype, the water tank, and this is Alexis. Thank you. Our standard is at least 1,000 gallons, so that there is enough water for her to use and just enough water for her to save. So meaning, with this scale, you can see how much she uses every day. So if she sees that she uses like 50% of the water per Monday, it will tell her that, okay, I need to cut it down a little bit, make it to 20% or 15% since she uses a lot of water on that specific day.
Already excessive. Already too much for her.
Already too much for her. She's conserving water. There is still too much for her to use. Then that's a good sign, meaning the system or the prototype is working in terms of her conserving water. An emergency. Oh, okay.
How could that be possible? At least water to use if ever there's an emergency.
So for that contingency, we will install here a sensor, a fire or smoke sensor that automatically disables the lid in order for the water to be pulled out by the people or the firemen. Yes. Thank you for that comment. How to refill the water. So after 1 week, for example, next Monday, the person in charge, for example, Alexis's parents in this case, they only have the access to open the lid. Alexis has the access to start the machine to let the water run, but only her parents can access the entire tank. So they will be the one to fill the water. In order for Alexis to control her use of the water.
My question, where they need auto-refill system to be auto-refill the draft.
How do they refill? And they just put water inside. Oh. Oh. So in that case, we will install a hose system here in the bottom part. Even though the tank is very high, the lid is very high, we will install a hose system here that will connect to another water supply, but it's not this one. Because this is for Alexis and there is another water supply in order to fill this tank. Thank you, thank you.
Like his name is he is 20 years old, he's male, and he learned how to do washing machine, and the more favorite is cooking. So last time he did his family, and then stay with two parents beside him. So he used a lot of water so he cook every day because he learned cooking. So for the challenge, he wants to be a chef someday and convince the water as he do with coffee. For the motivation to help the poor people would need and become a famous chef. And for the statement, I need to use water wisely to reduce the cost of import consumption. So for the quote is now or never.
Now
Next.
it's never. Later we comment. So after we have a lot of problem about the water usage, so we come up with a solution. There is a good solution. The innovative solution. First one is like this, the filter. This is this automatic with setting automatic with the valve to control the water. So how to control it with our application? This one.
This one is our logo.
Name is Aqua. Water purifier. We will come with this.
This one here, you can connect with your Facebook, your Google, your account. Maybe you can connect your own account, and next will be this one. For the first one.
Because we want to educate children how to use the water from beginning. They will know how they will realize how important water, right? So we will come out with the game and the book.
Yes. For the book, like you have heard about the Cinderella story. She's like a maid, right? Love to clean the house, cooking, or do everything. And then she showed us how to save the water by using the water in the river. So maybe that one can make you save your water by using water in the river and washing house, washing dish, everything. You can do it. Then you can create your own book, like how to save the water, how to use it, how to treatment the water, like the story. So like adult or kids can read it and understand.
Just like it. After that we come up with a game to educate also. Every kid like a game. Also you can put the education in the game, like this one. If you want to succeed, you will put a lot of educational things like about water. Water is allow, and after that you will have a new back and you will buy something like that. The next one is the remote. So in the remote, maybe some of you lazy. Oh please, your mom tell, please turn off the water. And after that you like, oh my god. And water will be yeah. And after that you will come with the automatic remote that controlling this one. It's iOS and Android. You can set on and on. And after that you can program how you can you can buy this one in the room in the kitchen. You can set it. And after that you have alarm. This alarm is different from the alarm in our phone. This alarm you can set with the volume like that. Your volume you can set with 200 cubic, for example, like this. And we have a sensor here. After the water pass the sensor, and the alarm will ring, and after that you can you can turn off. And after that we can also put it automatically. For example, the sensor, the water will pass the sensor. It will be automatically.
And for the last one is information. They like telling you about water bill, previous month, or like the recent month, and everything that related with this.
like this thing is already like we can possible to create it in the common way. Into one into it. Innovation is like combine all of our thinking. Any questions? Communication? Question? Yes. What? It's okay. What's the book?
Like
already
how to
explained.
save water, how to treatment the water, like how you get the water from the river, and after you get the water from the river, what you can do?
What you will, the story will teach you what the effect.
The effect, yeah.
What if you use a lot of water, what will be the effect from the story. Like we can edit a lot of Cinderella story, right? You know a lot of version of Cinderella. Just put the education in there. For example, just Cinderella, and another we can create another story from you. Depends on your country. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you.
She has knowledge and idea about conserving water. However, she lacks of knowledge in implementing it inside. That is why we came up to an idea to promote water conservation by doing a competition in the village. First in the village, and then we will go up to the district, regional, national, until we came to the international. So that we can give the people the best way to conserve the water. Through this, the mechanism is this. Every resident of the village will have an opportunity to send their members, send their suggested proposals regarding on how to conserve the water in its best way, on how they think that it would be the best way. Presentation should last for 5 minutes, and it should be presented by 1 to 2 members of the family. Winners will move to the next round. First round is the village. The winner in this round will go to the district. The winner in the district will go to the regionals and to the nationals until we find our winner international. The winner will receive, for the village we will give them $200. For district we have $500. For regional we have $2,000, national $10,000. And of course for the international we will give them the prize $100,000. And also the winner will have an opportunity to be featured in the social media sites, magazine, TV, radio, international, so that they can also inform other people on what is the best way to conserve our water. So the competition will be held in the university on May 24, 2023, and hopefully the international competition will be held on December 21, 2023. This competition is named Save Water.
Now I'm going to sum up what we have concluded on the Thailand organization our idea. Firstly, we believe that from the Thailand, some people are using water. People realize where the water comes from. Now we can by this communication, raise awareness, bring out training and find our measures to conserve water. And all these ideas we can share across not only just water, region, only worldwide. So everyone should have all these ideas, can see water in their own place, and together we will build a place with better water.
Every participant will be gathered, just like a conference. They will be gathered, and then each family will present their proposal for only 5 minutes. That it could last, I think, 6 hours or 8 hours. we will be inviting sponsors and judges that is professional in matters of water and treatment of the field, so that there will be a fair judgment regarding the
That's kind of some of these events are international level. It can even held at very crowded places such as the shopping mall. When they are doing presentations, people who are walking around will also hear about it and come down and take a look. They will also be exposed to new ideas and really get more inspiration and start saving water even in their home facility. Thank you. Okay, welcome to this call. So we'll be starting with our webinar on the PhD staff, and she's a female, she's currently studying student, and she's 19 years of age. So she also lives in Thailand, Bangkok, and some of her hobbies include going on social media. She spends a lot of time on social media like YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever you all use to do it. So some of the sports that she does include swimming. Then moving on to the motivation to aspiration. She's very motivated by passionate people. She's really wanting to help a student. That is what really inspires her. So, the dream is to someday inspire students of her own. So some of her social and family lifestyle, right? Her family actually has their own family. So, after school, she will actually come out with the family. So this will lead to our challenges as school boys. Because she needs to juggle not only the schoolwork, but also managing the school. So she will bring the schoolwork to the store, and when there are no customers, she will actually do the schoolwork. And on top of that, right, she still has social responsibility. Because she's not only a daughter, she needs to help her boss, and also a friend. She needs to hang out with friends, and she's also a student. So the main gist of our challenges, right, is really juggling all these different things. One of the defining quotes is, most of us forget to save water because we get water like taking water from us and not appreciating what we do. This will lead to our need statement, which is I need myself and others to be more appreciative. Because right now, there's so many things to buy, music store, music work, everything, social media, Facebook, that when it comes to small things like this, it's not even really take attention to it, and not really aware of it. So if she's appreciative in saving water, then she's like to take the contribution to doing that. Okay, so now I'll be talking all the time to Abi for the present our solution.
Spends too much time on Facebook, social media, and all that. We decided to come up with a crowdfunding campaign in which we will use the social media as a tool to address the water conservation challenge. So what we will do is we have a tank and we have a challenge called the 1 day 1 tank challenge. The netizens or the people from the internet will do the challenge, the 1 day 1 tank challenge, wherein they will consume not more than 120 liters a day. This is not only for an individual, this is for a whole family. And then the tank has a feature of a roof. The roof can slide down. It's just a style, but it can prevent evaporation and protection from dirt. So this is the happy, sad video measurement, wherein if the water level is in this level, it means that you're conserving water very much. But if the water level is somewhere here, it means that you're not conserving the water. Any questions?
For example, water
you're familiar with the ice bucket challenge, concept is similar to that. So, as we said, what if there are more than 10 members in the family? An average household in the we made some yeah 3 to 4 people in one household. So we estimated how many people live, and the average family in the household would 10 people up to 1 or less. Yeah, the idea would be to encourage people and spread awareness on how to conserve water. Save a lot of water since you're running out of
So in a month, from 1 to 10,
most people come from top classes
I
have
will
access
somehow
to
learn
social
how
media.
to discipline
So if
yourself.
they see a trend in Facebook or in Twitter and you make this a trend, they will also follow this challenge, just like what happened in the ice bucket challenge. It became a success, right?
Actually, I want to say one last thing. So, because actually, we realized something really interesting. Because she uses a lot, she spends a lot of time in Twitter. So, at first we were thinking like, okay, how can we make her, spend less time on social media? Then she'll have more time to go and explore it. But we realized that that's really not the root of the problem. We cannot say you don't use social media at all. That's not right, and also that's not possible. So instead, we sort of adapted social media into our idea. So, for example, if a friend is not doing the challenge, but if Lisa is doing the challenge, she posts it on Facebook, her friend will go through the Facebook feed, right, and she will notice like, oh yeah, I need to save water. So yeah, it increase the chances that people are more encouraged to save water. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you.
Games and logical games, and Cubic came from the mobile app game which is called Cubic, the game Cubic. And the challenge is I tend to forget that every drop counts and I hate it. I do not feel that if I don't see immediate effect. Seeing people waste water will envy feeling.
Yeah, so that is why also the hobby of Awareness Aaron, he loves to do extension or civic engagement when it comes to water preservation, but sometimes he tends to forget that every drop counts and he hates himself. So why should I and how? So the need statement is I need something to constantly remind me when I waste water so that I can be sensitive to water shortage, wasting less water, and we have this is the answer. How can I be efficient in water preservation?
So we built Cubic. Cubic is a two-in-one process. It's a shower and it have a faucet. The function is
The function of it is so simple. The function of Cubic is that I will buy, or I will in my house I will let a company install a cubic in our shower, and when I go to the company, the water company,
the company will provide you a card that is installed with your mobile app, wherein you can pay your water bill through your mobile app.
so you can insert here. So
It is reloadable for your mobile app. You cannot use it.
Yes, why is it reloadable? It is something that is cubic, is something I will allocate a certain amount of water consumption per month, per day, or per week. It's something like the company and me, I will identify how many are we in our home, in our family, what is our daily activity, how often do we use water. So it's something like we will identify. So your mobile app and the company will tell you that you should only use this kind of amount of water, and are we agree in this terms of agreement? So that is why. So
Also, the mobile app you can use it to see the water you conserve and the amount that you use every day.
yes, and that is why. So what is your benefit as a consumer? Your benefit as a consumer
Is
first
discount.
the discounts. Why? How do you have an access to discounts? So let me show you. Every day, every time you use or you use water, so just like you on it or shower, you click shower, and it will have a timer, and you have stop button, and it will have a percentage, water percentage that you should only use for shower from 100%. So if until it reaches to zero, and when it comes to reaches to zero, it will automatically stop. So that is the good thing about it. It will tell you that water is a limited resources, even though that 75% of Earth is water, but only 3% of it is accessible for drinking, or for it's a clean water. That is
Also,
why.
the good thing and the benefit of Cubic is answering the motivation. I will share to others on how you conserve water.
So
By
just like this, I in the shower, I only use 80% of it, and I save 20%. So in 1 month, you allocated 3 tanks of water, and you only use 2 tanks of water. And that 2 tanks of water, it's like that. You have discount because you save a tank of water, plus the tank of water will go to the people who don't have an access to water.
For example, 20% of water you save in that month can help other people. The 20% will donate it to the people who don't have water, so that the people who don't have water can have their own water by not by and then the main campaign of this Cubic is to help you by yourself, and to help others also by conserving water.
It's something constantly remind me. It will always remind you through this bar, the percentage bar of how much water do you have left. So if you have questions, comments, questions,
Suggestions. Because we don't build this Cubic just for ourselves. We build this for the whole people, and we are concerned to the people who don't have water. This is our campaign. It's not just a product. And this Cubic can help many people who don't have access to water. By yourself, you can help others.
it's something like disciplining yourself, and in disciplining yourself, you are giving others the opportunity to have gain access to clean water.
That is our campaign and our fund. The fund, we will have been tied up with the governments, and the government will provide us funds to build this and to give this to the people that have in their homes
Yep.
that can buy this.
Or
And
yes, or we can sold it our model. We can sell it to the government. So it is for something like very cheaper product.
perfect.
Because the government, the people of the government is the really one who would benefit our.
Also, we will work for advertisement to promote this awareness campaign. For that, many people can buy this, and many people can buy it. Many people use it.
Just like Africa, Peru, just like our Yes.
has money.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why.
You don't have the total and profile is one problem. You don't have the food. You don't have too much money.
Yes.
Yeah. Something like because in Philippines we tend to use faucet. So so it is also attached to a faucet in a pail, something like that.
It is two in one cube.
It's not. We are not.
The prices will be
Determined.
determined if the government accept that price. Because this is
This is-
only a prototype.
Yes.
We don't know the materials we will use, but this is our idea to show you the awareness campaign you want to save by yourself and to save other people.
We will not keep it as a private product, but we will partner with the government
Government to raise this
to
campaign.
raise this campaign. That is our that is giving.
Thank you.
His colleagues is a male, 21 years old, and his hobbies are running, playing tennis, riding a bike, and he is very fond of opening web applications. And he also in his spare time he goes scuba diving. In his social life, he's very fond of mingling with other people. That's why he considers himself as a people person. His motivation is his family, and his needs statement is he needs to learn how to appreciate water, and he believes that every drop counts, every water drop counts. So here is Alfred to introduce to us the prototype that we specifically made for college.
So hello everyone. The problem is he needs to learn how to appreciate water, and we come up with a solution by educating him through a video. The video presentation is it will run for like 1 to 2 minutes because as we learned from Miss May that the span of human attention is getting shorter and shorter. So we believe that we have to capture that every second of that. So the highlight is save water, save world, and that is how we save life. Because according to science discovery, astronauts are exploring the outer space to find planets having water, because a place that has water is a place that has a life. So we come with the analogy that if you save water, you save life. And if you run out of water, you run out of life as well. So yeah, this video will play automatically when you run an application. We believe that this is the best way for the message to reach Colin, because conserving Colin is actually, his major is actually computer engineering, and one of his hobbies is surfing and going to web applications. He spends a lot of time doing the web applications, and so we believe that every time you run the application and this video will come, it will reach the message for Colin. And we are actually planning for a simulation of Colin's life, so he can actually relate to it. So you can see, compared to other projects, this is not actually as massive as theirs, but we believe that this is effective and efficient for Colin, our user. That would be all. Thank you.